Greetings YouTube, Dark Swordsman here, and I'm back for another episode of Let's Play The Last of Us. I almost said Final Fantasy for a second then. That's because I've been playing a lot of Final Fantasy and Kingdom Hearts recently. And in today's episode we're going to be continuing to work our way through the story here. And we have got our next load of pickups to be had as well.
I guess this is what these buildings look like close. So what happened here? We found the hell surrounding areas with quarantine zones.
And our first pickup is just here in front of the lamppost, which is the evaluation leaflet.
What the hell was that?
That's just you hear that?
Yeah. Sounded pretty far away though. Are we safe? For now. Come on. Yeah, it's quite hot.
There's the Capitol building.
See, most normal people, I think, would not be out in this rain.
Is this the downtown area?
Right, so our next destination is actually in that building just there, but before that,
Over here.
we actually want to make our way over to this tree over here. Because we have our next Firefly pendant.
Find anything over there? Keep looking.
Oh, for God's sakes.
You just stay close to her for now.
There we go. Oh, where did that land? There it is. And that is Firefly Pendant Joseph Lens. Right. That concludes this bit. Let's go ahead and make our way into the building. And we're actually going to enter from this room here because I believe there is some loot in here. I may be wrong. Okay, maybe I was wrong. And that was our next optional conversation.
Let's not stick around.
Okay, so let's go ahead and make our way into the next room. And we can make our way in through here, and there should be some metal parts on the side here which you're going to want if you're intending to upgrade your weapons. And got some ammo here as well. Also, before we move on, we've got this next optional item, which is a field operations log. I'm not going to go through reading all of that, but if you're following me, then by all means. Let's see, is there anything else here that we can use? I thought there was. So make sure you come all the way to the top, because there is a few bits up the top as well. Right. So once you've collected all of that, you're going to want to make your way through here, where you'll find an infected stuck to the door, and we're going to have to move it out of the way. Now these ones are called clickers, which means they've been infected for a very long time. However, there is one advantage we have against the clickers, and that is They cannot see us as such, but they can hear us. So basically the trick is to reduce sound as much as possible, and you should be able to slip past them pretty damn easily. Yep. Another clicker. So to take a clicker out, you're going to want to aim for the head, although one bullet to the head unfortunately will not cut it. And depending on what difficulty you're playing on, will depend on how many bullets it's going to take. On the difficulty that we're playing on, I believe it's about I think it's about 2 to 3 bullets will drop a clicker. However, I would strongly advise that you avoid it if you can. So this is the first of our shiv doors. And we now have the ability to craft medkits as well, which is useful. It's just an empty bowl. Well, let's see if we can craft any. Yeah, so you'll notice I've been picking up these little, what look like capsules. And when we've got enough of them, we can use them to upgrade these different stats here. So maximum health, listening mode distance, the crafting speed, healing speed, and the weapon sway. But at the moment we don't have enough for that, so we're going to just leave that as it is for now. Oh, we ain't getting down there now, are we? Not unless we want to break our legs anyway. And if we break our legs, we might as well be dead at this point.
Up there, look.
Just see if there's a way through.
It's clear. Come on, Billy.
Alright, kid, you're up.
Come on. You got it. Come on, big guy. Give me your hand.
Alright, then up we go. Oh yes, another thing. Also, if you go onto your chapters in on the main home screen of the game, if you click on, well not click on, but if you like scroll through the different chapters, it will tell you whether you've got all the different optional stuff for that particular area. So it will tell you whether you've got all the shiv doors, firefly pendants, artifacts, things like that basically. Right, now, as you've just seen, test through a bottle which manipulated where the clicker went. And we're going to use that to our advantage here, because we're going to go and just loot a few bits that we need. Oh, we need more alcohol, don't we? I thought I had the ingredients to make another medkit for a second there, but I think I jumped the gun a little bit. So let's just see if there's anything here. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-dum. I'm nicking Fuzzfinger's words now. Alright then, so now we are going to need to move this clicker out of the way so that we can get up. Where is he? So what we're going to do is we're going to aim over there. Let's just turn that light off because that will in itself attract attention. There we go. We're safe.
I think that's it. Ellie, you okay?
You go, ladies.
All right. Come on. The stairwell's blocked. Should we go back up? This is crazy. Just don't look down. Are you serious?
So things are getting a little bit treacherous here now, as you can see. I don't actually know whether this thing will collapse if you stay on it for too long. I've never stuck around long enough to find out.
Come on.
And I don't intend to stick around today either. If I can help it anyway. Right then, what we got here? Can we get inside here? Is there anything? Oh, there's a piece of wood. That's not really going to help us right now, though. Right, so now we finally get our hands on a brand new weapon, which is our revolver. And we're going to go ahead now and swap to that weapon. So to do so, we need to hold down the X button on the pistol, go up one, and then select the gun that we want. But to be honest, that's pretty self-explanatory again, but I thought I'd just put that in there. Now, ideally, we want to try and do this next bit without using any bullets if we can. So I'm going to turn my light off here as well to try and... Well, now we know what happened to the rest of that guy's patrol team. Right, so that clicker's not moving. Problem is there are other infected about, so we do need to be careful with how we deal with this. Let's see if we can't pick them off one at a time. See, there's another infected. I want to try and do this as quietly as we possibly can. Ooh, I thought I'd blown it for a second then. You know what, I think I'm going to just stick myself behind here for a minute. Where's he going? More to the point, where's the other one going? Let's see if my hearing can help. Right, so we've got one to the left of us that's right down the bottom there, and then we've got the clicker that's in the middle, and then it's just that guy there. How do we want to play this? I think that clicker's probably going to be the biggest pain in the butt to deal with, because obviously they're a lot more robust. Uh-oh. Get lost. Get off! That's the only problem with my guns at this point. They take so bleeding long to reload.
Come on now.
That was close. Not exactly how I planned it. What was impressive about that? I almost got my ass kicked because I screwed up and got myself caught. To be fair though, I've always struggled at stealthing those little shits. Doesn't help that they can see and they also move around quite a lot and they spot you so easily, those ones do. Right pain in the ass. But it is what it is. I think we've... oh, hold on. This one dropped some ammo. Couldn't pick it up earlier though because there was infected about. So we're going to go ahead here and pull this one out of the way so that the girls can get the door open and get through. And we're going to have to hold on to it for a moment.
Tess, go.
Alright, hold on. See? Doing alright?
If you say so, Tess. If you say so. Right. Where are we at?
Whoa.
So we are actually almost at the Capitol building now.
Down we go.
Let's get to it.
And there are no more clickers in or infected for the moment, so feel free to just sort of push your way through.
After we get back, we can take it easy for a while.
You want to take it easy.
Hey, you're the one who's going on about laying low.
And you know when we brush me off.
What's this time?
You really nice to see.
Okay, where are we at? Let's just... So we've got our next collectible item in a moment coming up as well.
Here.
Should, in theory, be able to... there we go. More metal parts, always useful. Let's just get some light on the situation.
Look at his sleeve. Fire.
These guys are doing well in the order.
So I do actually have an ulterior motive for going through on the easier difficulty as well, because once you access the new game plus, so long as you've done all the other difficulties, I think it is, or something on those lines, you can actually then access the grounded mode, which is the hardest difficulty on New Game Plus, and go through it on the New Game Plus. And if I do everything now on the easier mode, it means I'll have most of my stuff upgraded, or at least the important stuff anyway, which will make it a lot easier to get through. And if you do it on the New Game Plus, you can get both grounded trophies together. Right, bear with me one moment, folks. I've got a text here. And just respond to this text message a moment. It won't be a minute. Right then. So now we have actually got a load of infected to deal with here, but there's also an optional, not an optional, another artifact item to be had. So if you're wanting to go for the 100% completion sort of thing, get all the trophies, or at least the ones that revolve around the main story anyway, then you're going to want to follow me. So we may have to just drop this one here. That is the only normal well, you know, how do I put it? Early stage infected that you'll need to deal with. The rest of them are all clickers and cannot see, so as long as you're quiet you should be fine. And our artifact is just in this drawer here, and it's the note to Derek. So apparently there is a safe. Where is this safe, I wonder? I don't see a safe anywhere in here. Is it even in here that they're on about, or is it further on? Well, we'll keep an eye out for a safe and see what happens. Right, let's progress. So we have got a lot of infected to deal with here. So we'll leave the clickers as they are, because they're easy enough to sneak around. Oh god. The early infected, as I like to call them, they on the other hand will be a bit of an issue, so we will need to just be careful of them. There's only one clicker that we're actually going to have to take out. Oh, God. Well, I think I've just found the safe. Let's have a look what we got here. Metal parts. Okay. Anything else? Yep, got some ammunition there. We'll have that. Few other bits here as well. I think that's everything. Right then, so now we need to get down the other end here, and we're going to want one of these glass bottles, because what we actually need to do is we need to move this clicker out of the way. going to have to use a shiv on this one because he's too robust, and strangulation is not going to work on that one. Once they get to clicker status, they are no longer strangleable. Ellie, please get up this damn ladder before the infected come along and eat me.
Holy shit. We actually made it.
Everyone okay?
Yes. Let's move. You guys are pretty good at this stuff.
It's called luck. And it is coming out.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with Joel on that one. It is called luck, and it is going to run out eventually. Luck can only get you so far. Right then. So next we need to get up and over that lorry, and to do that we need to grab the bin that's inside this building. However, there are infected inside that we must deal with first. So I'll show you exactly how we're going to do that. We're going to start with this guy here. That's one down. Next we're going to deal with this one at the back. And then finally we're going to go and deal with the other one that's just over here. Job done. Right, so next I want to grab hold of this one, which actually I don't think it is a bin, actually thinking about it. I think it's an actual cabinet. It does look like a cabinet actually, looking at it again. Although I could be wrong, it could be a bin. Now we have got another optional, another artifact coming up, and this one again is another missable one. When you drop down here, you're going to want to turn yourself around and step inside here. And it is just on the floor over here, and it's the medical pamphlet. I think that's pretty much everything from here. So now we'll go ahead and...
Yeah, that works out great.
Okay, take your time.
They're coming.
I know!
Got something on your shoe.
Ugh. That is gross.
Okay, how do we get out of this business?
Right then, finally I can start teaching you how to upgrade the weapons. So throughout the game you're going to find these workbenches, and if we go through all the different weapons that we've got so far, so at the moment we can't really do a great deal. Although what I'm thinking right now is upload the clip capacity, and depending on the upgrade will depend on the level of tool you need. So if we look at the right hand side of the bottom of the screen here, next to where it says clip capacity, you'll notice there's like a tool symbol, and at the moment it's got a 1 next to it. This means we need the level 1 tool in order to upgrade it any further. So unfortunately there's very little more we can do about that one for now. And with this gun we're going to upgrade the speed on it because it's a pain to reload at the moment. And then other than that we are going to leave it at that. There's not a great deal more we can really do, and we want to save our metal parts for the time being. Right then, let's make our way through. Also, there is this next room as well. I can't remember whether there's anything in here of value, but we're going to have a look. Just for the sake of this walkthrough. And first of all, we're going to go along this side, and the reason for this being is because our next Firefly pendant is up here.
Sorry.
Tess.
Sorry. Stay close to me.
And that is Firefly pendant. It should have been Firefly pendant Michael Kipper. We'll have a look in a second when I get back over the other side because I can't access it from there. Right, let's have a look. So it would have been this one, and it should have been, yeah, Michael Kipper. We got it. Right. So now then we're going to make our way over to the left side.
Shit.
And there's a few little bits in there that we can have. And we're going to make our way in through here. And going to lift this little log up.
I'm alive. I'll make my way around. Tess.
So we've now been separated from Ellie and Tess for the moment.
Tess.
And we've got another shiv door here. This is our second shiv door. Again, if you're wanting the achievements, I suggest grabbing all the shiv doors, because there is one for all shiv doors as well. But if you follow my walkthrough, then you should find all the shiv doors. Okay, we've already maxed out our ammo.
Tess. Tess. Get it.
Right, I think that's pretty much everything. So we're going to go ahead now and make our way up to where Tess and Ellie have got to. They're not actually that far away. Could have snuck past that one, but I couldn't be asked to go back and look for a glass bottle. So we'll go ahead now and make our way up to the top. So at this point we are actually going to have to engage the enemy because obviously they're already aroused, shall I say? Well, they've already been attracted, their attention's already been attracted rather, poor choice of words. So this is one of those rare occasions where we're going to have to use a little bit of ammo up. Oh, I hate shooting moving targets. I've never been any good at shooting moving targets. Oh, come on. That was not ideal. I'm just going to put it out there that when it comes to shooting moving targets, I'm bloody awful. Although, ironically, when I play my Battlefield Hardline game and I'm sniping, because I tend to play heist, and when you've got your opposite team running down the street with this package that you're supposed to stop, for some reason I seem to be really good at stopping them.
Just a bit winded. This way. This will get us through.
How about you?
So again, there's a trophy for all optional conversations. So again, make sure you're getting all these optional conversations. So once you've cleared this room out and you get to this window, you'll find that both Tess and Ellie have got optional conversations. You'll need to talk to Tess first, and then Ellie afterwards. So we're almost at the Capitol building now.
We gotta find a way across. There she is. That's our building.
I don't know why we've still got our light on. We don't need that anymore.
Watch your step as you're going. It's going to be Was that everything you hoped for?
Jury's still out. Man, can't get an view.
Come on, this way. Hey, let's pick it up.
We're almost done. Stay focused.
Yes, ma'am.
Right around this corner. Come on.
Right, I'm going to end the episode here because I've been going for a good 35 minutes now and I don't want my episodes to be too long, unless of course I'm live streaming. So if you've enjoyed what you've seen in this episode today, then let me know in the comments section, hit that like button, or be subscribed to the Dark Swordsman Gaming Guys channel. And I will catch you all next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye for now.